assault investigation lands one of the members of Pawn Stars in trouble. Austin Russell, better known as Chumlee, is in jail tonight.
"I'm not a monster!" That defiant statement from Chumlee in a recent interview has only added fuel to the already raging public reaction. Once known as the funny and approachable face of the reality show Pawn Stars, he now finds himself at the center of serious accusations and ruthless rumors. It all started when shocking reports surfaced. Chumlee was accused of possessing illegal drugs and unlicensed firearms, with some rumors even claiming he was involved in more severe criminal activities. The media wasted no time in seizing the moment, publishing a flurry of sensational headlines like "Pawn Stars celebrity could face life in prison" and "Chumlee's downfall beyond redemption." These phrases cut deep into his reputation, turning a once-beloved comedic figure into a symbol of moral decay and wrongdoing. The rumors spread like wildfire, leaving fans stunned and shaken. But are these accusations truly what they seem? Is Chumlee really the monster the media has portrayed? Or is this just another case of the truth being twisted to satisfy the public's hunger for scandal? All of these questions will be addressed in today's video. 1. Chumlee's fame and the allure of Pawn Stars. Before rumors of a life sentence began circulating, Chumlee was widely known for his cheerful, down-to-earth, and approachable personality. He was considered the comic heart of Pawn Stars, a key figure whose presence was integral to the show. As many viewers know, Pawn Stars is not just a reality show about a pawn shop. It also opens the door to a vibrant world of antiques, rare collectibles, and captivating historical stories woven throughout each episode. When it first aired on the History Channel in 2009, the show quickly became a global sensation, drawing millions of viewers from around the world. Set in the gold and silver pawn shop in Las Vegas, Pawn Stars offers more than just negotiations. It highlights the relationships among the shop's staff, especially the humorous interactions between the cast members. Among them, Chumlee, Austin Lee Russell, quickly emerged as a standout personality, playing a significant role in the show's widespread appeal. At the heart of Pawn Stars is the gold and silver pawn shop, a place where fascinating exchanges take place between sellers, buyers, and appraisal experts. What makes the show so engaging is that each item comes with its own story, ranging from historically valuable artifacts to objects that might seem worthless but hold immense value for collectors. The negotiations, sometimes tense, sometimes funny, are a major part of what keeps audiences hooked. However, what truly sets Pawn Stars apart is how it develops the characters working in the shop. Rick Harrison, the owner, is portrayed as a confident and knowledgeable decision-maker. His son, Corey Harrison, brings youthful energy and enthusiasm. And then there's Chumlee, clumsy at times, goofy, and always ready with a joke, who ends up being the character viewers stick around for the most. He doesn't just bring laughs. He helps make the show feel more relatable and welcoming to its audience. Although Chumlee isn't a manager or an expert appraiser, he still plays a vital role in the shop. He's usually seen handling simple tasks like checking inventory, assisting customers, or writing up invoices. Yet it's precisely his awkwardness and humor that make him the heart of the show, providing a perfect balance between intense bargaining scenes and lighthearted moments. While Rick and Corey often tease him for asking silly questions or making clumsy mistakes, these very quirks are what make viewers feel connected to him and find him so endearing. One of the things that makes Chumlee stand out is his ability to create laughter in a completely natural way. Even though he's often the target of jokes, he consistently maintains a positive attitude and responds with witty comebacks that never fail to make viewers laugh. In fact, many people watch the show not for the items being pawned, but simply to see what Chumlee will do next. On top of that, even though he's often labeled as the show's goofy guy, Chumlee is actually quite knowledgeable in specific areas. He has in-depth expertise in pinball machines and vintage toys, something that has been proven in several episodes where he surprised everyone by accurately assessing the value of these items. Beyond his role on the show, Chumlee is also a highly successful entrepreneur. Thanks to his fame from Pawn Stars, he opened a candy shop called Chumlees Candy on the Boulevard in Las Vegas. The shop doesn't just sell candy. It also offers a wide variety of unique souvenirs and drinks, quickly becoming a favorite destination for tourists, especially fans of the show. Chumlee personally designs the products and frequently visits the store to chat and take photos with customers, which only increases his popularity. The shop's success is clear proof of Chumlee's business savvy. He not only made the most of his fame, but also figured out how to deliver real value through quality products and services. However, fame doesn't always come with comfort. The more beloved Chumlee became, the more he had to deal with pressure from the media and public opinion. With his playful personality and relatable image, he easily became the center of attention, but that also made him more vulnerable to scrutiny and judgment. Before the scandal broke out, Chumlee was seen as a prime example of how an ordinary person could achieve fame and success by seizing the right opportunities. But the spotlight also came with a price. When rumors of a life sentence began to spread, Chumlee's image took a serious hit, prompting many to wonder, do people really understand the truth behind these sensational stories? 2. The origin of the life sentence. Rumor. The rumor about Chumlee being sentenced to life in prison did not appear randomly, but was the result of a series of controversial legal events in 2016. This incident not only shocked the public, but also severely damaged Chumlee's image. To better understand the origin of this rumor, we need to analyze the legal scandal, how the media handled the information, and the uncontrolled spread of news on social media, where sensational stories are often prioritized over the truth. On March 9, 2016, the Las Vegas police conducted a search of Chumlee's home after receiving an accusation from a woman about sexual assault. The incident quickly drew significant public attention, especially since Chumlee was a well-known and beloved figure through the reality TV show Pawn Stars. However, during the search, the police found no evidence related to the sexual assault accusation. Instead, they discovered a large amount of illegal substances and weapons. According to the Las Vegas Police Department, the authorities seized 11 firearms, including both unregistered handguns and rifles, 4.2 grams of marijuana, 1.3 grams of methamphetamine, several Xanax pills without a prescription, and cocaine use paraphernalia. These items immediately became evidence against Chumlee, leading him to face nearly 20 different charges, including drug possession and illegal weapon ownership. This incident sparked a wave of controversy in the public. Fans, who had previously adored Chumlee's humorous and relatable persona on Pawn Stars, were shocked and disappointed. Sensational headlines flooded the media, with phrases such as "Pawn Stars star arrested for drugs and weapons," or "Chumlee, from fame to crime." Major newspapers like USA Today and The Guardian also didn't miss the opportunity to report on the scandal. But many articles focused too much on the seized items without clarifying the legal nature of the accusations. After his arrest, Chumlee was released on bail of $62,000. To avoid a lengthy trial and the risk of facing a heavy sentence, his legal team quickly negotiated with the prosecution to reach a plea deal. Under this agreement, Chumlee pleaded guilty to two main charges: possession of a small amount of drugs and possession of illegal weapons, a felony offense. In return, he would not serve time in prison but would be placed on probation for 3 years, with the condition of completing a drug counseling program and committing to not reoffend. Additionally, he agreed to surrender all of the illegal weapons to the authorities. Although this agreement helped Chumlee avoid prison, his image was severely damaged. Many fans were disappointed, while some began to question his lifestyle. At the same time, tabloid websites and social media took advantage of the opportunity to boost their views by exaggerating the situation. It was from this point that rumors about Chumlee facing a life sentence started to appear and spread rapidly. Tabloid websites and social media accounts quickly shared false information, claiming that Chumlee had been sentenced to life in prison for drugs and weapons charges. Headlines like "Pawn Stars star sentenced to life in prison" or "Chumlee faces the harshest sentence" flooded the internet, attracting millions of views and shares. Some posts even added fabricated details, such as Chumlee being held in a maximum security prison or losing all appeal rights. According to a report by BuzzSumo, within just 1 week of the scandal being made public, There were over 250,000 posts related to Chumlee, most of which contained false or exaggerated information. The spread of this rumor didn't only come from the media, but also from the way social media operates. Platforms like Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube became ideal environments for sensational information to spread. Groundless analysis videos on YouTube and shocking posts on Twitter with hashtags like #Chumlee arrested and #Pawn Stars scandal led the public to completely misunderstand the situation. Instead of emphasizing the truth that Chumlee was only given a suspended sentence, social media posts created an image of a fallen star, one who had been severely sentenced and lost everything. The way the media distorted the truth to attract attention was one of the main reasons why the rumor about Chumlee's life sentence spread so widely. Instead of providing accurate and balanced information, many news outlets chose to highlight negative aspects to create more dramatic stories. Some even failed to mention the plea deal or the fact that Chumlee only received a suspended sentence, leading the public to believe that he had actually been sentenced to prison. This rumor not only directly impacted Chumlee's personal image, but also caused significant consequences for his career and business ventures. The number of customers visiting Chumlee's Candy on the Boulevard sharply declined, while discussions about whether he still deserved to appear on Pawn Stars took place widely. Some loyal fans continued to support Chumlee, believing that he was merely a victim of the media. But the majority of public opinion had been swayed by the rumors, causing him to face immense pressure. In this context, Chumlee decided to remain silent and not directly confront the rumors. He focused on improving himself and rebuilding his image through actions rather than words. This decision helped him gradually regain trust from his fans. But it is undeniable that the rumor about his life sentence left an indelible scar on his career. 3. The truth behind the rumors. Fans who have always loved Chumlee's humor and friendly personality on Pawn Stars are now divided into two opposing viewpoints. One side is disappointed and turns away, while the other side makes an effort to uncover the truth. However, the truth behind Chumlee's 2016 scandal is far different from what the media and social networks have exaggerated. By carefully analyzing the legal details, comparing with official statements, and examining Chumlee's actions, the truth behind this rumor gradually came to light. As mentioned, the search of Chumlee's house in March 2016 was initially conducted to investigate an allegation of sexual assault. However, no evidence was found to support this accusation, and it was quickly removed from the legal records. Instead, what landed Chumlee in trouble were the large quantities of illegal substances and firearms found in his home. Facing the threat of nearly 20 different charges, including serious offenses related to drugs and weapons, Chumlee and his legal team decided to negotiate with the prosecution to reduce the severity of the case. As a result, he reached a plea agreement in which he admitted to two main offenses: possession of illegal firearms, a felony charge; possession of controlled substances, reduced to a lesser charge. With this agreement, Chumlee avoided prison time. Instead, he was sentenced to 3 years of probation, with the condition that he attend drug counseling and commit to not reoffending. Additionally, he was required to surrender all illegal firearms to the authorities. However, it is important to note that no allegations of sexual assault were proven, and Chumlee was never sentenced to prison, let alone a life sentence as the rumors suggested. One of the reasons the rumor of Chumlee facing a life sentence spread so widely is how the media handled the information in a sensational and incomplete manner. From the start, both major and minor newspapers focused too much on the amount of drugs and weapons found in his home, while using shocking headlines to grab attention. For example, many articles ran with titles like "Pawn Stars Star Faces Prison Time for Drugs and Weapons," without clarifying that he was only sentenced to probation, leading to serious misunderstandings in the public. Furthermore, these articles often fail to mention Chumlee's plea deal or the specific legal conditions he had to follow. This causes the public to easily fall into the misconception that he was sentenced to prison. Some news outlets even added false details, such as claims that Chumlee was locked up in a high-security prison or that he had no possibility of appealing his sentence. Social media, with its rapid information spread and lack of control, has turned into a chaotic hub. Posts on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube continuously circulate misleading information, making the rumors grow more and more exaggerated. Some YouTube videos, labeled as urgent or shocking, attract millions of views despite their content not being confirmed by any official sources. In the face of the flood of rumors and public criticism, Chumlee chose to remain silent instead of directly confronting the media. This was a surprising decision, as many celebrities in similar situations would typically speak out or hold interviews to clarify the truth. However, Chumlee believed that actions speak louder than words, and rather than engaging in endless arguments, he decided to focus on bettering himself and rebuilding his image. While he didn't directly deny the rumors, Chumlee consistently used social media to share everyday moments, showing that he was living positively and unaffected by the gossip. He also frequently posted about his candy store, Chumlees Candy on the Boulevard, to emphasize that his business was still thriving. Is he truly doing well, or is he just trying to create the appearance of being fine? To better understand Chumlee's journey, from a regular pawn shop employee to a beloved reality TV star, and then becoming the target of rumors, we need to go back to the beginning. Chumlee's past not only serves as a solid foundation for his success, but also helps us gain a deeper understanding of the person, his character, and his resilience in the face of life's challenges. A challenging journey. Chumlee, whose real name is Austin Lee Russell, was born on September 8, 1982, in Henderson, Nevada, a small city near Las Vegas. The nickname Chumlee came from a character in the animated series Tennessee Tuxedo and His Tales, as his friends thought the character resembled Chumlee when he was a child. Although the name was originally a bit humorous, it eventually became a distinctive brand that was closely tied to his identity and career. Chumlee grew up in an ordinary working-class family. Nothing particularly special, but full of challenges. One of the most significant events in his life was the death of his father, when Chumlee was just 21 years old. His father passed away from pancreatic cancer just 2 weeks before Pawn Stars aired for the first time. This loss not only left a deep emotional scar, but also became a powerful motivation for Chumlee to strive for success. He always wanted to make his father proud of his accomplishments. The friendship between Chumlee and Corey Harrison, the son of Rick Harrison, the owner of the gold and silver pawn shop, was one of the key factors that led Chumlee to work at the store. He started working there at the age of 21, handling basic tasks such as checking merchandise, helping customers, and writing up invoices. However, thanks to his humorous and approachable personality, he quickly became an indispensable part of the team. When Pawn Stars first premiered on the History Channel in 2009, no one expected the show to become a global phenomenon. Chumlee, who started out as a regular pawn shop employee, suddenly found himself becoming one of the most beloved reality TV stars on the show. His role wasn't that of an expert appraiser or a skilled negotiator, but rather the show's comedic soul. He often made viewers laugh with his silly questions and clumsy yet endearing behavior. These traits made Chumlee stand out and earned him the affection of the audience. The success of Pawn Stars not only brought fame to the gold and silver pawn shop, but also created opportunities for Chumlee to grow his personal career. Thanks to the popularity of the show, he began branching out into other ventures, most notably with his candy store, Chumlees Candy on the Boulevard. The store quickly became a popular destination for tourists in Las Vegas, especially fans of the show. In addition, Chumlee explored several other business projects, including starting his own company to sell custom-designed merchandise and manage events. One notable business deal was when he sold 50% of his company to Rick Harrison for nearly $160,000, a move that showcased Chumlee's savvy as an entrepreneur. At the height of Pawn Stars' success, Chumlee was not just the funny guy on TV. He had become a pop culture icon. He appeared at major events, gave interviews across various media platforms, and was even invited to guest star on other programs. However, despite his fame, Chumlee remained humble and approachable, qualities that helped him become one of the most well-loved reality TV stars. But this very fame also made him a target for the media and public scrutiny. His personal life was put under a microscope, and any action he took, no matter how small, could become gossip material. This brought about significant pressure, and when the legal scandal of 2016 hit, those pressures only grew heavier. Chumlee's early career path was a truly inspiring journey, from a regular employee to a reality TV star and a successful businessman. However, the challenges he later faced, including rumors and controversies, proved that fame doesn't just bring glory, but also comes with heavy burdens and responsibilities. Because of his turbulent past, Chumlee never crumbled under the weight of the rumors. But after reflecting on everything, he did make some decisions that not everyone could fully understand. 5. Life and changes after the scandal. One of the most noticeable transformations following Chumlee's scandal was his shift in lifestyle and his focus on improving his health. Previously, he was known for his heavy physique, at one point weighing over 150 kilograms, and for living an unhealthy lifestyle. On Pawn Stars, he was often the target of jokes about his weight, but those jabs never truly pushed him to take action. It wasn't until the scandal broke out that Chumlee realized he needed to make a change, not just to restore his public image, but also to safeguard his health for the future. He began by changing his diet. Chumlee completely cut out fast food and sugary sodas, replacing them with nutrient-rich meals that were better for his body. At the same time, he created a rigorous workout plan that included cardio and weightlifting, all under the close guidance of a personal trainer. Thanks to his commitment to these new habits, Chumlee lost over 75 kilograms in just 2 years, a remarkable result that left fans amazed and inspired. But his transformation didn't stop there. In 2019, in order to maintain his weight loss and keep his health stable in the long run, he decided to undergo a gastric sleeve surgery, which involves removing part of the stomach. After the surgery, he continued to strictly follow his nutritional and workout regimen. He also frequently shared his journey on social media, using it as a way to inspire others who were also trying to change their lives. In an interview, Chumlee once said, "Losing weight isn't just about changing how you look. What's more important is that it changed how I see life. I want to live healthier, live longer, and I understand that I have to do this not just for myself, but for my family too." Beyond focusing on his health, Chumlee also worked to improve other aspects of his life after the scandal. He made a conscious decision to rebuild his public image, connect with fans through social media, and invest in small business ventures. His candy shop, Chumlee's Candy on the Boulevard, which he had opened earlier, continued to operate regularly. Initially, customer numbers dropped due to the scandal's impact, but thanks to his determination and forward-thinking mindset, Chumlee gradually regained the trust of his clientele. He was often present at the store to greet visitors, take pictures, and chat with fans. This helped him maintain a close connection with the public. In addition, he used social media as a bridge to reach his fans. On Instagram and Twitter, he frequently posted everyday photos, shared his weight loss progress, and talked about his upcoming business plans. His posts were filled with positive energy, inspirational messages, and clearly showed the significant changes he had gone through, not just in appearance, but also in his attitude toward life. Another important step after the scandal was Chumlee's return to Pawn Stars. Although there were mixed opinions at first about whether he should continue on the show, the producers ultimately decided to keep him on, understanding that Chumlee had become an indispensable part of the program. His comeback not only helped maintain the show's audience, but also proved that he still had strong public support. Chumlee's transformation wasn't just about overcoming a crisis. It became a genuine source of inspiration for many people. From a reality TV star surrounded by criticism and ridicule, he proved that anyone can start over, as long as they have the will and determination to do so. He often shared his weight loss experiences and the challenges he had faced. In one Instagram post, Chumlee wrote, "I'm not perfect. I've made mistakes, but what matters most is that I've learned from those mistakes, and I keep trying to become the best version of myself." What? That post quickly received thousands of likes and positive comments, many of them from people saying they felt more motivated thanks to his story. Beyond just being a source of inspiration, Chumlee also took an active role in charitable activities. He donated a portion of his candy store's revenue to organizations that support children and educational projects. While he didn't publicize these acts too much, it was this quiet dedication that truly showed he was striving to become a better person, not only for himself, but also for the community around him. Chumlee's journey of transformation after the 2016 scandal is a story filled with emotion, a blend of hope and a powerful reminder that fame always comes with responsibility and pressure. Even though he has made significant progress in regaining public trust, he still faces judgment and scrutiny. Yet, through relentless effort and a positive attitude, he continues to rebuild his life and career in his own unique way. Looking back, Chumlee's personal transformation isn't just a story about one individual. It's a reminder to all of us that mistakes don't define who we are. What truly matters is how we rise, face those mistakes, and move beyond them. That's what creates real value. 6. Notable recent projects. After overcoming the fallout from the 2016 scandal and steadily working to rebuild his personal image, Chumlee has not only maintained his popularity through Pawn Stars, but has also gradually expanded into new ventures in both business and entertainment. In recent years, he has proven himself to be more than just a beloved reality TV personality. He's also a creative entrepreneur who knows how to leverage his fame to build his own brand. One of Chumlee's most notable projects is his involvement in Pawn Stars Do America, an expanded version of the original Pawn Stars series. In this show, Chumlee, along with Rick Harrison and Corey Harrison, travels across the United States in search of antique treasures and interesting collectibles. The show quickly won over audiences with its fresh approach. Rather than focusing solely on the familiar gold and silver pawn shop, Pawn Stars Do America gives viewers a chance to explore diverse cultures through historical items and the stories behind them. Chumlee maintains his familiar role, bringing fun and a relaxed atmosphere to the negotiation process. Although the show's content centers around collectibles, Chumlee remains a standout element. His humorous moments, unexpected reactions, and quirky questions consistently create a friendly and engaging vibe for viewers. Pawn Stars Do America not only reaffirmed Chumlee's place in the hearts of fans, but also helped keep the show appealing more than a decade after its debut. Chumlee hasn't stopped at television. He's also stepped into the gaming world with a product called Chumlees Adventure, The Quest for Pinky. Based on his own image and personality, the game was developed in a classic style, reminiscent of popular 8-bit games from the 1980s and 1990s. In the game, players take on the role of Chumlee as he embarks on a journey to rescue his beloved dog, Pinky. Along the way, they must overcome obstacles, collect antique items, and face various unexpected challenges. The game is not only entertaining, but also serves as a unique way for Chumlee to connect with fans on a different level. Chumlees Adventure. The Quest for Pinky has received positive feedback from fans of retro gaming. Many have praised its creativity and humor, seeing it as a meaningful gift from Chumlee to those who have supported him over the years. With a deep passion for collecting, especially items related to pop culture such as Pokemon cards, pinball machines, and comic books, Chumlee has become a familiar face at numerous Comic-Con events. One of the standout events he attended was San Diego Comic-Con 2024. There, he not only interacted with fans, but also shared his personal journey as a collector. At the event, Chumlee showcased his valuable Pokemon card collection, which included several extremely rare cards worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. He revealed that his love for Pokemon began when he was a child and has since become an integral part of his life. Chumlee shared, "I've always believed that every item carries its own story, and collecting isn't just about owning things, it's about preserving cultural value." Chumlee's regular appearances at events like Comic-Con not only help him connect with more fans, but also strengthen his image as a pop culture enthusiast while building stronger ties with the global collector community. Beyond entertainment and television, Chumlee is also actively developing his business ventures. His candy store, Chumlee's Candy on the Boulevard, remains a popular destination for tourists visiting Las Vegas. In addition to offering retro-style sweets, the store also sells a variety of exclusive memorabilia tied to Chumlee's image, such as t-shirts, baseball caps, and drink mugs. In addition, Chumlee has been exploring investments in new areas such as the restaurant business and real estate. In a recent interview, he revealed that he is planning to open a restaurant in Las Vegas that will serve dishes reflecting his personal style, combined with a space to showcase his collection of unique and unusual items. The projects Chumlee has taken on in recent years have not only helped him reinforce his position in the entertainment industry, but also highlighted his creativity and ability to overcome challenges. From appearing in Pawn Stars Do America, developing a video game, to showing up at major events like Comic-Con, Chumlee has demonstrated that he's more than just a reality TV personality. He's someone with a broad vision and an unwavering drive. By branching out into a variety of different ventures, Chumlee has successfully crafted a new image for himself, one of resilience, creativity, and strong community engagement. These accomplishments have not only helped him regain the public's trust, but also proved that past mistakes don't have to stop someone from moving forward. The journey from being an ordinary employee at a pawn shop in Las Vegas to becoming a globally famous reality TV star, only to face legal troubles and malicious rumors, has brought Chumlee many ups and downs. However, what makes Chumlee stand out is not just the fame he has achieved, but also the way he faces adversity and overcomes it to rebuild his life. To understand the long-term impact of these events on Chumlee's image, it's necessary to dive deep into the changes he has undergone, the lessons from his journey, and his current standing in the hearts of his fans. Instead of letting the scandals define him, Chumlee chose to confront his mistakes and start over. He didn't use the controversy as an excuse for his actions, but openly acknowledged what had happened. His decision to remain silent in the face of rumors, along with tangible actions like improving his health, changing his lifestyle, and focusing on his business, reflected his growth after the crisis. Rather than running away from his past, Chumlee learned from his mistakes to create a new image. A man who knows how to rise after a fall and seizes the opportunity to become the best version of himself. Today, Chumlee's image has undergone a significant positive transformation. Although there are still critics, the majority of the audience, especially the loyal fans of Pawn Stars, have accepted the changes in him. They not only acknowledge his efforts to rebuild his life, but are also inspired by his story. A key factor in helping Chumlee regain the public's trust is his honesty. He hasn't tried to deny his past or create a perfect image. On the contrary, he admits to his flaws but is constantly striving to be a better person every day. His story has become a source of motivation for many, not just because he is a reality TV star, but because it's a true story about real struggles and how we overcome them. He has shown that, no matter how tough life gets, with enough willpower and determination, we can always rise and start over. So, the truth behind the rumors about Chumlee is gradually being revealed. Do you think he is a victim of the media? Or has he truly made unforgivable mistakes? Feel free to leave your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you won't miss any exciting stories in the future. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.